And I'm here. I'm her. Shut the curtain. Blah. Okay. A little late. Not really. Maybe 15 seconds. Open this door. I woke up earlier. Take off my chips. I actually woke up earlier, 15 minutes earlier. I was trying to find a quote that I was reading this morning, and I forgot that I had to go get my clothes out the dryer. Okay, so today I want to share this quick quote, a verse from the Quran, and I was messing around trying to find better interpretation from Arabic to English, and I lost track of time. It's okay. But the quote is this. This is the quote that I'm going to use. It's from a website, and then I'll find the proper interpretation. Not the proper interpretation, but an interpretation that doesn't have the Arabic word Allah in it. Because Allah is just the Arabic word for that English people would say God, capital G-O-D. That's all it means. So this verse says, "Verily, in remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." Now that's the end of verse chapter 13, verse 28. So the end is, "Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." And in Islam, remembrance of God, I was about to say Allah, the remembrance of God is a type of devotion where you constantly remember God in everything you do. And what this is saying is that you'll find rest when you constantly remember God. It could mean, the rest could be satisfaction, peace. So you'll find peace when you constantly remember God. And what I'll do is I'll find the rest of the verse, not find the rest, I know what the rest of the verse is, and post the whole verse in the section below the video. So let me read it one more time. "Verily, in the remembrance of God do hearts find rest." So remember God constantly. In Islam, there's a specific way that you can remember God constantly. Sufis do this all the time. It's a form of devotion that they do to remember God. And there's peace in that. That's all that verse is saying. So, I should have been more prepared. I wasn't. I was like, hey, let me find this verse in a better English translation. Like, oh God, it's 5:29. So today we're going to begin an easy pose. Open this door all the way today. And we're going to do movements in easy pose, neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, and so on and so forth. And these movements are no longer movements when we do them, because what we're going to do is focus on our breathing. And when we're focusing on our breathing, that allows us to be aware of the movements, but we're not focused on the movements. We're just aware of what's being stretched or how it feels. And that is what allows the yoga routine of any sort, if you're focusing on the breathing, to become a form of a moving meditation. So we're going to begin in easy pose today. Then we're going to go and stand up. and do some salutations, and then end with the mountain pose. So let's go ahead and begin. Back is straight. Hands are front to your knees. Maybe the hands are in your lap like this. Some people do this. Or you're leaning against the wall, or you're leaning like this. Whatever you have to do, that's what you're going to do. You're going to settle here. And then you're going to accept where you are. So if you're leaning, that's perfect because that's what you're doing. And then just accept it. Get rid of those barriers of judgment. Get rid of those barriers of thinking, hey, man, I should be doing it this way. Well, or ouch, my back hurts here. Or out. Let go of all that and just focus on the breathing. And what I mean by barriers, that type of mindset is a barrier between the mind and the body. When you let go of those barriers, the mind and body become one, and that is yoga. You're going to tilt the head to the right ear is to the right shoulder, back is straight, shoulders are level, clear your throat. That was a joke. And here you're just focusing on the breathing, which heightens your awareness, makes you aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck, makes you aware of maybe something in the lower back that's hurting or not feeling comfortable, or in your knee, but you're not focused on those things. You're focusing on the breathing. And this is a mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat. In a way, you're learning how not to focus on your problems or the issues. You're aware of them. You work on them, but not focus on them. Focusing on the breathing. So palm goes to the side of the head, left side of the head. And here you're going to relax the arm. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down, the shoulders down, back is straight. And again, you're focusing on the breathing, feeling the stretch in the left side of the neck. And if you're pulling down a little bit, try not to pull too much. Try to relax the arm and let the weight of the arm bring the head down. Not trying to be somewhere, just letting the body go where it goes. Just focus on the breathing. Then go ahead and release, hands back to center. You can tilt the head to the left ear is to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down. Focusing on the breathing. It heightens your awareness, makes you feel the stretch. The right side of the neck makes you feel what's going on in the body. Makes you even aware of what's going on outside. Like my door is open. I hear a little faint sound of the wind. Now I hear a car, but I'm not going to be focused on that. Focus is on the breathing, heightens my awareness, so lets me know what's going on outside, lets me know what's going on. I can't speak. Lets me know that I can't speak. Lets me know what's going on in the body. And then bring the left hand to the side of the head, relax the arm, let the weight of the arm bring the head down. Again, you're not trying to be somewhere. Let go of the mindset of trying to be somewhere, of controlling. Just let the body go where the body goes. Go ahead and release, hands back to center. Back is straight. I think I've got to center myself a little better for the camera. See, I'm thinking about the camera. Focus on the camera, not on my breathing. And then you're going to tilt the head back. And the chin is going up. So you're not jarring the head back. You're reaching up, elongating the spine. Just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And bring the knuckles under the chin, pushing straight up. And again, focus on the breathing. You go into the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't push anymore. Find that spot, settle, and just focus. And release, chin's down to the chest. Back straight, or straight as you can get it. The chin's going into the chest, so you're not rolling the back. You're just focusing on the breathing. Make sure aware of what's going on in the back, and the neck. Maybe you have a little fatigue in the back from sitting straight up. And then cross the fingers together, palms go to the back of the head. Let the weight of the arms bring the head down. Just focus on the breathing. Let me go ahead and release. Man, it's nice and peaceful outside. Usually there's a bird or something. Or the dog will bark in 7 minutes. Somebody's dog will bark in 7 minutes. Let's count. Let's see. So it's 5:43 on this clock. I have a clock right here, so I know when to cut the yoga routine off. And then, 6 minutes from now. Let's see. Shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back down and around. So the shoulders are going up. You're inhaling. Shoulders are going back and down. You're exhaling. And you're linking this movement with the breathing. Focus on the breathing. Make sure aware of the movement. Even the subtle movement becomes a form of a moving meditation. And then when shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Again, focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. And do the trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight, stretching out. Exhaling, and then when you go up, you're inhaling. Same thing, you're linking this movement with the breathing, focusing on the breathing. So you're just not aware of the movements, like, hey, I'm moving, hey, I feel this. You're not doing that. You're focusing on the breathing. You're tapping into this awareness of this movement. And that is what allows us to become a form of a moving meditation, this awareness. And when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Focus on the breathing. Make sure aware of what's going on with the body. Let your focus on the breathing. And then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to the center. Now we're going to do half spinal twist. So left hand is on the right knee, right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. So think of the spine, pulling yourself up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, it's in the back. Arm is straight, and it's against the back, and make sure the head is twisting. Now in this pose, when you're inhaling, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And then when you exhale, you go back into the pose. Now you're aware of this subtle movement, but you're focused on the breathing. make sure the head is twisting. And go ahead and release back to center. Then you're going to do the other side. So right hand is on the left knee, left arm goes up. Pull yourself up. So think of the spine, pull the spine straight up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, it's in the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. Again, when you're inhaling, the belly swells with air. So you go out of the pose slightly, let yourself be pushed out. Then when you exhale, the belly goes in, so you go back into the pose. And you're aware of this subtle movement, but you're focused on the breathing. And make sure the head is twisting. And then go ahead and release back to center. Here, you can have your hands on your knees, in your lap. Maybe you're leaning back. Maybe one leg is up. Maybe one leg is stretched out. Doesn't matter. Wherever you are is where you are. Even if you can do the pose perfectly and you don't feel like doing it, that is where you are physically. Hey, I got a little bug on here. Little gnat. You're just accepting where you are. So here we're going to focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. You're watching yourself breathe. So your focus is to the belly. Belly expands when you inhale. The belly goes in when you exhale. Watch that. Don't control it. It's very natural to start watching it and then wanting to control it. Don't control it. You're already breathing automatically. So you're just watching it. Oh, man. Go, 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 go. Gnat. Got right in my ear. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's the gnat at? I don't know who's the gnat. Or you bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. Again, when you're focusing on the breathing, it's easy to start controlling the breathing, but you're already breathing, so just watch it. And now we're going to go to mountain pose with sun salutation. So you're going to stand up. Trying to find the gnat. Maybe he left. I think he left. So the mountain pose, the feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Arms are relaxed. So no tension in the arms or the shoulders. You're just focusing on the breathing. So here, what you're trying to do is find where the skeleton is just standing. As if you were just your skeleton. Hey, the dog barked. I was a minute off. He just barked. He barked again. Hear him? I know that guy's schedule. I know that dog's schedule. So if you were just your skeleton, you're trying to line the bones up where the skeleton was just standing, no tension. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. And then you're going to exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. And you are pulling yourself in, so the forehead's going to the knees. And then when you inhale, the belly swells with air. So let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, you go back into the pose. You just focus on the breathing, aware of that subtle movement of going in and out of the pose because of your belly expanding and then going in. Now palms to the sides of the feet. The left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, or maybe arch. If the back is arched, you're scooping, you're opening up. And if it's straight, you're elongating, you're stretching out. And just do the best you can and make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And just focus on the breathing. So if you're not doing what you think is perfect, remember, what you're doing is perfect. So let go of the mindset of judgment. That is a barrier that will not allow the mind and body to become one. So just focus on the breathing. Now we're going to go to the high lunge. With the high lunge, curl the toes under at the back, knee goes up. Try to get the leg as straight as you can, and focus on the breathing. Now you're going to go to the downward dog. The downward dog, arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. You're pushing into this pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like you shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, and focus on the breathing. And we're going to slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up, tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. Upward dog, we'll modify it how you have to. To modify it, you're going to go to hands and knees, or maybe you're in the small cobra. Baby cobra, some people call it the baby cobra. So shoulders are up, no pressure on the hands. The hands are touching the floor, but you're using the back muscles to pull up. And then back to downward dog. Arms straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, tailbones to the ceiling, and you're pushing into the pose. And then left foot is up, between the hands, into a low lunge. Top of the foot is to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arch. Again, if the back is arch, you're scooping. If it's straight, you're elongating, making sure the front knee not over the toes. And if it is, you need to lengthen up some and just focus on the breathing. And with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, get the leg as straight as you can, high lunge, then move into the standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. And just focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale. One more sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was right. Palms are to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Just focus on the breathing. See, I started thinking about something else. So through my instructional, the palms to the sides of the feet, right leg is back. Top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, opening up. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. No matter how you think the pose should look, let go of that mindset. Even if you're thinking, man, I'm doing this pose perfectly, and that's what you think you're doing, maybe you are, right? Maybe you're doing the perfect pose, but once you're settled, you let go of that mindset. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, then move into the downward dog, pushing into it. Focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And then you're going to slide into the upper dog, or modify it if you need to go hands and knees. That's what you do. Just do the best you can, accept where you are. And back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. And then you're going to bring the right foot up in between the hands into a low lunge. Top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. And opening up. Focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Now the birds are out. I can hear the birds now. Well, it's lighter too. So curl the toes under in the back. High lunge, then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back. Inhale. Exhale. And then you're going to go to mountain pose. With mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart. Toes are up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Then each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted. No tension in the shoulders or the arms, so those are relaxed. And then you're going to find that spot where the skeleton is just standing. So if you were just your skeleton, find that spot where the skeleton is just standing by itself. I think of nothing else but the breathing. Now here, we're going to stay here just a little bit longer. So remember, bring your focus to the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. Then when you exhale, the belly goes in. You're watching that, or you bring the focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. And just watch yourself breathe. And again, naturally, it's natural to bring your focus to the breathing and start controlling it. Let go of the mindset of control. You're already breathing automatically, so you're just watching it. Very important mindset that we're learning on the yoga mat, because what's happening is eventually you'll realize you're the watcher, you're the observer. When you go out in the real world, you're just the watcher. You're not wrapped up in the world, you're not wrapped up in your thoughts. You realize you're just the watcher, the observer. We'll stay here just a little bit longer. Just watch yourself breathe. And bring palms together. Namaste. And that's it. So I don't know, I've said in the beginning, this is number 94, YouTube Live Yoga Routine. I was racing in the beginning. I tried to read a quote. I like to be more prepared with my quote, but I got caught up in something else. Actually, I got a phone call like 3 minutes before I started. So I was on the phone for like a minute. And I was like, yo, I got to call you back. I'm going to do yoga. The person's like, okay, bye. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Standard Time, Arizona time. So namaste, peace.